the 5 new skincare and beauty launches that are almost guaranteed to sell out, and how some of these almost blend skincare and makeup together. You know that I've been on the internet for quite some time, but I've never seen an explosion in beauty the way that we have recently. I feel like there are so many new and interesting brands on the market, or some of our favorite legacy brands that have been around for 40 years are launching new things. Well, these are the ones that I believe are going to sell out, and the reasons why. And yes, some of these even speak about makeup, because it's really hard to get great makeup if we don't have good skin. So we're going to talk about everything that can be put on or in the skin and why these are going to fly off shelves sooner than any of the other ones. And we are talking about sunscreens, we are talking about retinols, we're even talking about skincare oils with Ole Henriksen that we're working on a portion of this video with. But if you're looking to get that laminated skin trend or just healthy skin that has a good barrier, this is where we're going to start. And then later on, we're going to speak about some makeup or some makeup hybrid products that really are pushing the limits on what can be done on this beautiful canvas that is your face. You are such a pretty Picasso. Has anyone told you that today? Well, now I have, so. Let's start off with this from Good Molecules. This is the Sheer Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30, and this is $12. Do you see how much product is in this for $12? Good Molecules does a good job. They are available online and in Ulta. But even doctors and dermatologists have started ranting and raving about this, because even though it is a mineral sunscreen, it is much more sheer than others on the market. And obviously, I'm not a Fitzpatrick type 6, so I haven't actually tested this on black ebony skin. But if anybody wants free product, I would love to send you a bottle in exchange for your honest thoughts and opinions, because do you see how beautifully that blends into mine? And for $12, this is 1.7 fluid ounces. Good luck getting a sunscreen, specifically a sheer mineral sunscreen at this price that looks and feels this good. Now, even though I am more than happy to send these to a few beautiful butterflies, when you actually look at the Good Molecules website, they also show people of all skin tones and skin textures applying this. Look at, we have some acne representation too. This makes me so happy, and seeing how even 2 finger swipes of this is going on so sheer, it is amazing. Now, I will say this is not the most mattifying sunscreen. There is a little bit of grapeseed oil in this product, acts as a great antioxidant, but this is not something that's going to give you a mattified look. This definitely has some different seed butters. It's very nourishing on skin and a little bit moisturizing, but if you're looking for a dewy skin glow, you can use this alongside what just dropped from Ole Henriksen. And I know it just dropped, but I got a little bit of early access to this. I have been obsessed with this. You know, the strength trainer has been a part of my routine for almost an entire year, and how much I absolutely love this. Like, if you could imagine the nice whipped fluffy topping to like the most delicious decadent latte made in San Francisco with a plant-based milk that you could ever conjure up in a kitchen or your brain, that floofy topping is what this is going onto your skin. But as you also know, my car done did got smashed and broken into, and these little stole my skincare routine, which included my Ole Henriksen moisturizer. The fact that my entire skincare routine was lost was a tragedy. I am literally still so bitter over this. But the good news is that Ole Henriksen has this for $48 at Sephora, and it is worth every drop. As you can see, this is my new bottle as of November last year, and throughout December and January, I've already used up all of this. Now, this is not the new launch that is absolutely selling out, although it is absolutely selling out. Like, I think it's on Sephora's top lists of moisturizers, but this is brand new from them, and this is the oil sequel to the strength training moisturizer. This is basically a cloudberry oil that helps to nourish the skin and strengthen the skin barrier the same way this one does, without feeling overly greasy or overly heavy. This is a beautiful antioxidant boost, and yes, you can use it on its own, or you can actually layer this over a moisturizer to add an extra seal and like lock this in. What's amazing about this oil is that it's not an overly dry oil. It's not one of those oils that you like put on and it almost feels gritty or crunchy on the skin. It absorbs so beautifully, and it doesn't make you look like a grease ball. It just makes you look like a hydrated, glowy queen. And I know the laminated skin trend is in right now. I would say you could use this alongside another moisturizer, something like this, or even Vaseline if you want that laminated skin look. But this on its own, even if you have oily skin, you can use this and make it work for you. And I have fallen in love with it. I know they say it's cloudberry oil. It also has vegan peptides and vitamin E, which are also great for scars and just for skin support, because all of these can act to support the skin or act as antioxidants. But I honestly feel like this is It reminds me of a blackberry, and I swear it's not just the purple bottle that I'm biased for, but it's this beautiful matte purple bottle, and I've already gone through the majority of it because of how much I love this. It doesn't smell overly scented either. If you're someone who's sensitive to fragrance, you can absolutely use this. That's also what I love about the strength trainer, is that if you try, you can smell the delightful deliciousness of it, but you can't smell it on your face. And even if you're sensitive to fragrance, this has such a small amount that it works. These are so beautiful together or separately, and I absolutely love to use this, especially on the days that I do want to lock in my moisturizer or get an antioxidant boost under my sunscreen. This is so fun. It is a brand new launch, and seeing as how quickly the strength trainer moisturizer sold out and still sells out like all the way through the year, Sephora just can't keep this in stock. Well, this is up next. This is what's happening. If you are looking for a skincare oil, you need to get this in your routine. But if you are a beginner who has never tried retinol, you might want to consider this. This is from Summer Fridays, and this is the new Midnight Ritual Retinol formula. Now, I absolutely love this because you know that I believe that skincare is not just a routine, it's a ritual. No one can tell if the cream on our face is $12 or $400 if you like your La Mer. Which you know I don't, but that's a story for another day. But Summer Fridays just created this retinol serum that calms the look of redness as opposed to creating more redness in the skin. And they also added ingredients like oats to make sure that it's super gentle and nourishing. This has jojoba oil and avocado, which mimic the oils our skin naturally makes, and it comes out in this really beautiful midnight ribbony texture. But it's also got hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. And you know that I currently don't have a dedicated hyaluronic acid step in my routine. I haven't decided if I'm going to use this to replace one of my current retinol products, but when it comes to this, for a beginner who's trying to use retinol, who maybe is intimidated on how to mix it with niacinamide or hyaluronic acid and it all feels confusing, this is a gentle, barrier supportive retinol that you can use alongside a moisturizer or an oil at night and actually get the benefits of retinol without the redness or the irritation that often comes with it. Now, with full disclosure, that is what they claim. Obviously, this is brand new, so people have to try it and test it and see if it's actually like gentler than a lot of other retinols out there or adapalene. But based on my swatches of it, based on what I've seen from the ingredients list, and based on what I've seen Summer Fridays create in the past, I absolutely think that they are creating a home run here. This is absolutely going to sell out, especially for those who are a little bit overwhelmed with retinols and they're like walking into the Sephora and just trying to find something that works for them. This is so gentle and it lends itself so well to skin. Absolutely a beginner's bridge to advanced skincare. Now this one takes us on a trip down memory lane. Does anybody remember the Champagne Pop highlighter from Becca Cosmetics? It was like a collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. That highlighter broke the internet back in like the booty guru days of YouTube. Well, Charlotte Tilbury is breaking the internet again with these new Hollywood highlighters. This is so exciting. You see, I wanted to be a booty guru. I tried, but my makeup skills just weren't there. I definitely tried though. And while I loved makeup, it could be difficult at times. And thankfully, a YouTube beauty community was there to teach us about the things we needed to know until drama ensued and it kind of exploded. But that's why we're gonna stick to the science. Well, Charlotte Tilbury does have some foundation products and some skincare products that kind of bridge the world of luxury makeup with actual effective skincare and science. But these Face Architect highlighters bring me back to the Becca Champagne Pop days, without the drama, without the disasters, and with phenomenal formulas. They have two. There is literally one called Champagne Glow, which I swear it looks so similar to the Champagne Pop, but it's a little bit less pinky, I would say, so it works for more skin tones. And they also have the Bronze Glow. Both of these are stunning. And while these are makeup, not skincare, these lay themselves so well under any skincare you put them on. I found that some powders aren't pressed or aren't created with a lot of quality. And if those powders kind of gum up and ball up, they tend to almost like pill or peel on the skin. And especially if they mix with your moisturizer or your sunscreen, they can kind of pill up and look nasty as makeup. Well, this does not do this. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's just the right amount of glow, and they are absolutely beautiful. Now, Becca Cosmetics, I think actually went out of business, but then they like popped back up at Sephora. Does anybody know, did they die? Can we like poke them with a stick? Are they alive? Because I loved Becca Cosmetics, but I think they did discontinue their champagne pop, or like they came in and like had a love child with Smashbox. Something weird was going on, but Charlotte Tilbury, the makeup artist from London who brought her passion to celebrities and people at home, has absolutely saved the day. And although this isn't skincare per se, I absolutely see these selling off shelves just the way the champagne pop did. I actually like this better than the champagne pop as well, because while it is gorgeous, it doesn't have that overly pinky tone to it. So if you wanted to add a blush to this and layer them, you totally could. Or if you just want to use this on its own, like as like a pop for your eyeshadow, or a little bit above your Cupid's bow to give your lips more of a pout, you absolutely can. I love this so much, and Charlotte Tilbury has done it again. Again, when it comes to their makeup, slam dunk. Some of their skincare can be hit and miss, but this stuff, I've been trying it out and it works in layers over literally anything. Charlotte, stop making me spend all my money. Now, where are my body acne babes at? Hi, does anybody remember that nasty orange Neutrogena body wash? I don't love Neutrogena for many reasons, among them not being cruelty-free, to some experiences that I've had in clinic with some of their sales reps, but I will say, they do make a good product or two, even if they smell like a dumpster on fire. That Neutrogena wash, I had such a love-hate relationship with. And when I stopped using Neutrogena, it was one of those products that while I hated using it, I did like what it did to my skin. And even though it was a face wash, I would put it on my chest and on my back because, babe, I had bad body acne and I still do. Well, babe, us cruelty-free, breakout-prone babes do not have to worry anymore because there is a new K-Beauty on the block that literally has an orange square bottle that brings back the nostalgia, but without the crappy scent or the crappy formula. This is brand new. I've just started using it, but this is going to sell out because it's from April Skin. April Skin creates some of the most amazing K-Beauty serums that are effective, especially if you want to layer, but they literally have this keratin IPMP exfoliating body wash that is a more gentle, less nauseating trash goblin version of the Neutrogena wash. I love this. It's so good. It's made to exfoliate rough and bumpy skin. And the other thing about this is that it literally has ceramides in it. Remember, ceramides are what make up the majority of our skin barrier in the outer layer, if our skin is healthy and functioning well. But a lot of those Neutrogena products, or even just some of the acne products in general, can be so stripping. This is, again, a salicylic based product, but that's gentle, that's nourishing to the skin, and it has like 3 or 4 different types of ceramides that actually hydrate the skin while it helps to get rid of the body acne. This is so good, and obviously I have not been using it long enough to see major differences, but I can already tell you that this feels so good on the skin. It leaves my skin feeling hydrated without having like that overly stripped feeling or an overly like oily feeling. Like if you have used the Inky List's Oat Cleansing Balm to wash your body, you know it kind of leaves behind a little texture. This does not. And babes, I don't look at my chesticles all day, but let me say, I get a lot of sebaceous filaments in here. Like literally, if anyone were to like squeeze this area of my chest, it's like a spaghetti machine, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry for the descriptive imagery, but that is something that I deal with and that my dates don't, because I haven't dated in 7 years, and that's a topic for another day. But even in the 2 or 3 times that I've already used this, I have noticed a major difference in my little sebaceous filaments right here. K-Beauty has done it again. And everything about this is what a K-Beauty lover who struggles with acne, like the grown-up version who is sick and tired of the Neutrogena, like not trying to rip on Neutrogena, but also like just rip on Neutrogena for a second. This is the grown-up, better K-Beauty version that is cruelty-free, and it is so good. And I see this selling out almost immediately for anybody who has sebaceous filaments or blackheads or body acne. I love this. I love this. I eat it. I shouldn't eat it. Why do I want to eat things that I like? I'm like, I want to consume you and just keep you close to me forever. But that's not a good idea. Don't eat your skincare, kids. In case you needed a disclaimer today. I wonder if I could actually create like a tracker. Like let's make a spreadsheet about how fast it takes these to actually sell out and to go out of stock. Because I swear if there are any new launches that are going to sell out, these will. And if you've seen any other new launches that you think deserve to be a part of this list or that you want me to buy and try before they sell out so that I can tell you whether or not they're worth the money, leave them in the comments below. I've listed all of these if you click that snazzy little YouTube button. Again, it's a non-binary button, but we need to give them like a name. Can somebody come up with something creative? Leave that in the comment along with your skincare requests and recommendations. And I will also leave links to these in the bottom tab if you would like to explore them there as well. Let me know how your face is doing. I would love to stare at the Picasso that you are. So send me some photos on Instagram. No, really, please send me some photos of you like on Instagram, like with your pets, because I've been feeling lonely. But I absolutely love you. I want you to remember to reapply your SPF, whether or not it's $12, to stay hydrated, both orally and topically. I would recommend layering these two, and always be beautiful both inside and out. I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video. Oh, there's a booger. Oh, third time's a charm. Love you guys. Bye.